He's a counselor in Lens and he's the mayor in Joburg.
Ek wil Engels praat.
Praat Engels.
Ek kan nie praat Afrikaans nie. Ek leer Afrikaans. Yeah, so I'm a man of different hats. I don't know which headmaster right now. A mayor, imam, Jammaa-ah head.
Just
but I'll try
to
my best.
yourself.
So, Alhamdulillah, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was with Mu'adh bin Jabal. So Mu'adh is sitting on a horse behind Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So they travel. He's a youngster, very young. And then suddenly and randomly Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Ya Mu'adh, inni u'allimuka kalimat. Ihfidillah yahfadak. So he says, oh Mu'adh, let me give you an advice. Let me teach you something. Ihfidillah yahfadak. So he says, you must look after Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will look after you. So how do you look after Allah? You look after Allah through the legislative framework of Islam. You must do your salawat. You must first is the kalima, you must do your salawat. Some Hajj, Zakah if you afford, or maybe what is halal we practice and what is haram we stay away from. And then he says to Mu'adh, you must guard Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you must protect Allah. When you protect Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tajidhu tujahak. You will find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sitting right in front of you. Not physically, of course. But it means that when you look after your Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes your ways easier. You know, whenever you make dua, sometimes you even get surprised. How is this dua made possible? Because you've already found Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala seated right in front of you. وَاحْفِدُوهُ تَجِدْهُ تُجَاهَكَ وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ الْأُمَّةَ لَوْ اجْتَمَعَ عَلَى شَيْءٍ. And you must know that if the entire nation, they come together, أَيْ يَنْفَعُكَ لَا يَنْفَعُكَ إِلَّا بِشَيْءٍ كَتَبَهُ اللَّهُ لَكَ. So if these people, they gather upon something to benefit you, they will never benefit you except for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had ordained for you. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ الْأُمَّةَ لَوْ اجْتَمَعَتْ عَلَى شَيْءٍ لا يضرك إلا بشيء. So you must know that the entire nation will gather and plot against you. They will never succeed except for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing. So as Muslims, we believe that there's a predestined. And the only thing that can tamper with the predestined is the dua of a Muslim. The dua. So he says, جُحْفَةُ الصُّحُفِ رُفِعَتِ الْأَقْلَامُ وَجُحْفَةُ الصُّحُفِ. So that the pens are lifted and the scrolls are dry. So whatever that happens, it has been written in Lawh al-Mahfuz. So me standing right in front of you, it has been written by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the pens are dry. There's nothing that will change the status quo. But the power of the dua is very important. It comes in a hadith where Prophet Muhammad speaks of al-mutahabban fillah. Al-mutahabban fillah is two people who love each other for the sake of Allah. I believe that you gathered here because you love each other for the sake of Allah. This is why you have taken it upon yourselves to set aside a time where you can encourage each other, where you can advise each other. I know according to the scholars, they differ about the iman yazid wa yanqus. Imam Abu Hanifa says al-iman la yazid wa la yanqus. So it doesn't decrease. Your iman doesn't decrease and it doesn't increase. So Imam Abu Hanifa just took a text as it is. Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi. So he just took that. But when you look at Shafi'i, he says al-iman yazid wa yanqus. Iman of a human being, it increases and it decreases. So your actions at times, sometimes you are very lazy to go to the mosque, sometimes you are very lazy to read the Quran. That's a proper meaning of al-iman yazid wa yanqus. So these gatherings are very encouraged in Islam, so that when one of you is down and out, you are able to advise them, you bring them to the mosque, you bring them to the closeness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Oh my God.
So without further ado, I am here invited by Honorable Khalif Hendricks, the party leader, to meet you and to ask for your du'as, not only for myself and the du'as for the organization, the party, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has entrusted us as Al-Jammaa to take the responsibility of leading not only Muslims, but to lead the continent, the entire Africa, because the city of Johannesburg, it's an economic hub of Africa. So this is why when you go to the inner city, there's a lot of immigrations, cross-border immigrations. There's a lot of immigrants from other provinces going to the city of Johannesburg for greener pastures. So I believe that Honorable Khalif Hendricks had faith in me. This is why he had allowed us to lead the organization, and he has allowed us to take the responsibility, myself and Honorable Councillor, who's the Councillor in Indonesia, to showcase and to demonstrate as Muslims that we are capable. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Baqarah, I forgot the verse, but he says, I've made you the Khalifa. I think it's verse, just after verse, ayah number 10. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he speaks about Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, and then he says, now, what was the Inni ja'iluka khalifatan. Yeah.
Inni ja'iluka fil ardi khalifa.
So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I have given you the authority of this world, in this world, as a human being, and I have given you the authority in the hereafter. So as Muslims, we need to take charge. It's our responsibility to change the status quo. We are fortunate that even in London, there's a Muslim Mr. Khan, the mayor, the new mayor who's a Muslim. And in South Africa, in history of South Africa, the history of Johannesburg, the first Muslim who's leading in the economic hub of the entire continent, which is Africa. So I'm here to request for the du'as. Remember asking your du'as. We have by-elections in this world. We are living in the digital world. We are all on social media. Could we please encourage the families, friends, on WhatsApp, on your groups, to go out and say, let us support this initiative, because service delivery will impact us in a way. But if we have a Muslim brother who's supported by the Muslim community, it's easier for us to even make decisions in all those spheres of government, because your voices in terms of service delivery will be heard in council. So we are clear with you. We haven't had a ward councillor in Cape Town, in the Western Cape. This will be a history in making. To have a ward councillor who will represent our issues directly in council. Because when you have a ward councillor, you have a direct representation of the ward. Let us use the social media, let us share the message, let us plead with our families, our friends, our relatives, close and external relatives, to say, let us support our brother, Maitland, who will be participating in by-election, our children who are voting, the new voters. Let us encourage them to support and go out in numbers. Samauddin, that's the name of our councillor who will be contesting the world on Wednesday, inshallah.